Good morning students, this is your teacher Neelam Ehlawat and today we'll start the chapter 8, that is the motion. So today we'll discuss the basics of this chapter. Clear students? We will discuss the basics. Okay, so you be ready, keep your books and notebooks ready. We'll start with this chapter and I hope you have learned the chapter 5 because tomorrow we will have the test of chapter 5. I hope you remember. Tomorrow is Thursday and we'll have the chapter 5 test. Okay. Now first of all, what is meant by motion? What is motion? Hanji, dear students, tell me what is motion? If any object is changing place with respect to time. Suppose if the object was here at point A in the morning and in the evening the object is here at B point, so we say that the object is in motion. Okay, if an object changes its position with time, we call it as object motion. The object is in motion, like you see moving cars, buses, trains, cricket balls. We see planets, they are revolving around the sun. We see wind is moving from one place to another. Can you feel the wind? Yes. And what is rest? What is rest? Now suppose the object was here. आपकी जो object है, suppose your table. It was here in the morning, and in the evening also it is here at the same place A. So it is not changing its position with time. वक्त के साथ वो अपनी जगह नहीं बदल रही है. So we call it as rest. ठीक है? If an object changes position, we call it as motion. If the object does not change position, we call it as rest. Like mountains, buildings, isn't it? They remain wherever they were present. ठीक है? आपका स्कूल वहीं मौजूद है जहाँ था. आपका घर भी वहीं है. So all these objects, they are at rest. Now rest and motion, they are relative terms. Relative means, suppose करिए, if I look at the car, so I can say the car is moving, isn't it? But the person who is sitting the car, जो इंसान कार के अंदर बैठा है, उसके लिए मैं moving हूँ. Okay? So motion and rest both are relative to each other. It depends from where we are seeing the object. Right? Is it clear to everyone? So a passenger who is sitting in a moving train, अगर हम एक पैसेंजर है, मान लीजिए ये ट्रेन है हमारी, इसमें 2 पैसेंजर्स बैठे हुए हैं, तो अगर ये एक दूसरे को नोटिस करते हैं, they will see that both are at rest because both are not moving, they are sitting at one place. But if I am standing at the platform, what I'll see? I'll see they are in motion, isn't it? Because the train is in motion. Clear? ये इसके लिए ये इंसान रेस्ट पर है और इसके लिए भी ये इंसान रेस्ट पर है. But for me, they both are in motion. So motion and rest, they are relative terms. चलिए एक एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. Suppose I am standing at the bus stop, okay, and the 2 cars, they are moving. Okay, this car is also moving, this car is also moving. So what do I see? So I am at rest because I am not moving, and these 2 cars are in motion. Is it clear? Clear everyone? Now suppose if I am sitting in the car. Okay, if I am sitting in the car and one person is also sitting with me, there is a driver also, there is a passenger also. Are these 2 moving or they are at rest? If they look at each other, they will be at rest, isn't it? But for me, they are in motion. Okay, for me, they are in motion. Okay? Clear? Now look at these 2 cars also. अगर इन दोनों cars ये साथ साथ चल रही हैं, तो for them they are at rest and I am in motion. So motion and rest depends on the position or the place from where we are seeing. Okay, and this place from where we look at the object, that is called origin. So if origin changes, the state may also change. So what is the origin? Origin means the fixed point from where we look at the objects, we see the objects. Suppose this is sun, okay, and the earth is moving around it. So what we say, that the sun is at rest and the planet is moving around it, isn't it? The earth is in motion, we say the earth is in motion and the sun is at rest. ऐसा ही कहते हैं हम. Clear है? Yes or no? Yes. But if I am living on earth, see, I am comparing, I am living on the earth here. So for me, the earth and I, they both at rest, but the sun is in motion, isn't it? I see in the morning the sun rises, in the night the sun sets, isn't it? So a person who is living on the earth sees the sun is in motion, but in actually sun is at rest and others are in, the earth is in motion. Okay. Now distance. Now suppose I am at this position. I am at this position. Okay. Then I started from here. I went like this and then I went like this. This distance is 5 meters and this distance is 2 meters. So what is the total distance traveled by me? Is it 5 plus 2? That is equal to 7, isn't it? Yes or no? Yes. Now suppose if I am at this position, okay, I went like this and I came back again. So how much distance I have traveled? 5 here and 5 back. So what is the distance traveled? It is 10, isn't it? So I have covered 10 kilometers and here I have moved 7 kilometers, isn't it? So distance means the actual length of the path covered by the object. What is distance? The actual length of the path covered by the object. The actual length of the path covered by the person. Okay, clear hai? And what is the SI unit of distance? Meters. Okay? Now let's come to the another term which is called displacement. The another term is displacement. What is another term called? Displacement. Okay? Chaliye, again we'll take the same example. I am at position here. I started with this line. Then I went like this. So I have covered 5 kilometers here. I have covered 2 kilometers here. So what is the distance traveled? अभी हमने example किया था 7 kilometers, isn't it, total? Now what will be the displacement? Displacement का मतलब होता है, first I will present here. So this point is called my starting point. What this point is called? Starting point. Okay. And the point where I am present now is called finishing, isn't it? अगर हम रेस जीतते हैं तो हम finish तक पहुंचते हैं ना. So finishing point. Now in physics we call this starting point as initial point. क्या कहते हैं इस point को? Initial point या initial position. So what we call as starting point? Initial position. And what we call the finishing point? Final position. ठीक है? So displacement means the distance between the final position and the initial position. ठीक है? The distance between the finishing point and the starting point. Okay? So displacement is the shortest distance between the initial and final position along with direction. ठीक है? समझ आ रही है मेरी बात? So this will be the displacement. Okay, and this will be the distance. So your displacement is 6.57 kilometers. How can you find this? How can you find it? See, we know two sides. So आप right angle triangle का formula लगा सकते हैं, hypotenuse formula लगा सकते हैं आप, and you can calculate the edge. Now suppose I was present at this point, I moved at this point and I came back to the same point. तो बताइए मेरा जो starting point था वो भी यही था and मेरा finishing point भी same है. So what is the difference between the initial position and the final position? 0. So my displacement is also 0. So what is my displacement? Displacement is 0. Let's compare. देखिए मुझे A से B पहुंचना है. So if I go this pathway, मैं रास्ते में C से अपने friend से भी मिली हूँ. Then I came to B. So this is my distance, how I have gone to B. And the shortest distance between the A and B is called the displacement. So जो displacement है, it is a vector quantity है. Here the direction is most important. Clear? Displacement has same units like of length. So displacement also has the SI unit meters. Distance also has the SI unit as meters. Okay. Displacement can be positive, 0 or negative. ठीक है. Displacement can be positive, 0 or negative. Clear है? Now displacement is always less than, either it is less than distance or it is equal to distance. कभी भी displacement distance से ज़्यादा नहीं होगा. Never. Okay? समझ आ रही है मेरी बात? Clear है? So these are the important points regarding the displacement. Displacement will never be more than distance. It is either less or it is equal to distance, and distance can never be 0. Distance can never be negative. Distance is always positive. Let's compare this. So distance is a scalar quantity. What is a scalar quantity? The quantity which has only value, like 25 kilometers. Okay, we say 25 kilometers, that is a distance. Displacement is a vector quantity, means two values will be there. We have to give you the value also, we have to give the direction. Like if I say I am moving 25 kilometers in the north, then I call it as displacement. Distance के केस में मैं क्या कहूँगी? I am covering 25 kilometers, or I moved 25 kilometers. In displacement, I'll say I am covering 25 kilometers in the east. Now distance can never be 0. Distance कभी भी 0 नहीं हो सकता. Displacement can be 0. Displacement can be 0 also. Clear? Displacement हमारा 0 भी हो सकता है. Scalar quantity, vector quantity. Clear everyone? Is it clear? Distance and displacement both have same units. That is, both have same units. That is either meters, kilometers. Both will be used. So other than distance, length, mass, time, speed, energy, they are also scalar quantity. Vector quantity, displacement is one of the vector quantity. Velocity is also vector quantity. Acceleration, momentum, force, they are also vector quantity. Now what is speed? This you have read in the earlier classes. What is speed, dear students? It is the distance travelled per unit time. And what is its formula? Speed is equal to distance upon time. Okay? Speed is equal to distance upon time. If distance is s and time is t, then the formula is v upon st. What is the formula? V is equal to st. Speed is also a scalar quantity. Speed can be have positive and 0, but it can never be negative. Speed कभी भी negative नहीं हो सकती. And there is a device by which we can measure the speed, and that device is called speedometer. Bike, cars and all have. Bike और कार में आप देख पाते हैं वहाँ speed लिखी होती है, कितनी speed पर आप गाड़ी चला रहे हैं. So that is called a speedometer. ना speed जो है you can measure centimeter per second में, units जो हैं you can measure SI unit as meter per second, and you can also have kilometer per hour. So there are 3 units. You can have centimeter per second, you can have meter per second, and you can have kilometer per hour. The bigger unit is kilometer per hour, and the SI unit is meter per second. This is the SI unit. So we always remember SI unit. SI unit is meter per second. Now suppose a car is traveling. Suppose the car has started from here, it reached at B, and then it is C. So from A to B the distance is 10 kilometers, and from B to C again the distance is 10 kilometers. Okay. गाड़ी को A से B पहुंचने में 5 घंटे लगे हैं, 5 hours, and from B to C 5 hours, isn't it? So this car has taken equal time in reaching from A to B and B to C. So if an object travels equal distance in equal interval of time, अगर ऑब्जेक्ट इक्वल डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल करती है इक्वल टाइम में, ओके, इक्वल डिस्टेंस इन इक्वल टाइम, then we call that the object has uniform speed. What do we say it? That the object has uniform speed. Uniform speed means object covers equal distance in equal interval of time. Then what is average speed? Average speed means total distance upon total time. ठीक है. Suppose करिए in the morning I started from this point, then I reached here. I have covered 20 kilometers. Then from here I went like this. I covered 50 kilometers. So what is the total distance I covered? 50 plus 20. ठीक है. Suppose in the morning I have taken 5 hours. Now I have taken 10 hours. So what is the total time? 10 plus 5, 15. So average speed we will calculate. Okay. So average speed means total distance upon total time. Clear hai? Why do we calculate average speed? Do you think that the object will always move with the constant speed? Suppose आप गाड़ी ड्राइव कर रहे हैं तो आप गाड़ी की स्पीड सेम रखते हैं. आपने घर से स्टार्ट की तो गाड़ी की स्पीड 25 किलोमीटर पर आर 25 किलोमीटर्स पर आती. आप हाईवे पर आए हैं इवन 25 किलोमीटर्स. नो, ऐसा नहीं होता. When you start the car, the speed is very less, 5, 10, isn't it? Then you increase the speed, then sometimes you decrease. So the speed of the car increases and decreases, isn't it? And that is why we need to calculate the average speed. Then comes the third type of speed, which is called instantaneous speed. Means, suppose now I am talking to you, and at this moment, and I ask you what is the speed of your car, and you say it is 45 kilometers. So that is your instantaneous speed. मतलब उस वक्त गाड़ी की कितनी स्पीड है. ठीक है. Suppose at 10 o'clock I meet you and I ask you and you say, I ask you that what is the speed of your car now, and you say 5 kilometers per hour. So that will be called the instantaneous speed. Means the speed at that particular instant of time, at that time when I am asking you. So we have 3 different types of speed. Right? Uniform speed, average speed, instantaneous speed. Now suppose we have taken a numerical so that we can discuss. This is your example 8.1. Suppose करिए एक object है वो 16 meter distance cover करती है. ठीक है. Let's suppose we take it a distance. कितना distance है? 16 meters. And time is 4 seconds. Okay. Then it covers 16 meters in 2 seconds. So दोबारा से वो distance cover करती है कितना? 16 meters. And now the time is 2 seconds. And हमको निकालना है average speed. So dear students, what is the formula of average speed? Average speed is total distance upon total time. क्या होता है एवरेज स्पीड का फॉर्मूला? टोटल डिस्टेंस अपॉन टोटल टाइम. सो टोटल कर दीजिए कितना डिस्टेंस हो गया? 32 मीटर्स. एंड व्हाट इज द टोटल टाइम? 6 सेकेंड्स. सो ना एवरेज स्पीड निकालते हैं. एवरेज स्पीड इज 32 अपॉन 6. ओके, 32 अपॉन 6. कैलकुलेटेड. 5.3 meter per second. Okay, 5.3 meter per second. I hope you've understood. तो फर्स्ट आपने डिस्टेंस का टोटल किया, देन आपने टाइम का टोटल किया. सो एवरेज स्पीड इज टोटल डिस्टेंस अपॉन टोटल टाइम. Now you will try these numericals at home. Okay dear students, and if there is any doubt you will ask me. Okay, bye everyone.